Hello, I'm your host Jared Kendall, and welcome to Tech Talk with Mr. Jeffery Collins. Last week we talked about computer data backup and digital phone service. This week we will be discussing scams. And now the way you can contact us is through our chat window that's on the right hand side of our window after you log in to YouTube. Or you can text us at 870-879-0784. And if you have any questions after the show, please use that number, and that's 870-879-0784. Or you can contact us at the computer station forum, Tech Talk forum at gmail.com. I'm sorry about that. Now, today we'll be discussing scams, and there are currently 10 top scams of 2015, and those scams are internet merchandise scams, phishing, spoofing emails, fake prizes, sweepstakes, or free gifts, or lottery and things of that nature, or fake check payments, recovery fund, loan scams, credit fixers, and we all used to those. And also we have scholarship, student loan, and financial aid scams, which is very dangerous, and things that, we're trying to get loans for student grants and things of that nature. They're preying upon us. And also online dating scams, as well as Facebook fake friend scam. Now, the thing with scams, this is a time of year where they're really becoming a part of this new holiday season, when you get into the Christmas and Thanksgiving, because people like to prey upon you. I noticed that here lately, from what I understand, one of your friends got scammed.
Yes.
And again, this is Mr. Jeffery Collins.
Sorry to step away for a second, take care of some business, but yes, just recently, a few days ago, one of my best friends called me, and he wanted me to call his dad because his dad had an issue with someone getting access to his credit card through a scam, basically a computer support scam. What they did was, this is some company over in Pakistan or Iran. It was someone of that, of Muslim, of Arabic language, because they had that accent, had a particular foreign accent. But they had called him and told him that his computer was being hacked into by a Russian hacker. And in order for them to stop this hacking from taking place, he had to give his credit card number to them, and then they would deduct $300 or so from him and stop the intrusion.
Wow.
And so he was all alarmed. He's an elderly man, and they also claim, I guess, that this hacker would get all of his personal information and so forth. So it caused him to stress out, and he just said, okay, take my credit card. Do what you got to do to stop this.
Right.
Again, this was a scam. It was a hoax. It was a total lie. So he called me, and my friend, of course, he knew it was a scam. He said, Jeff, would you please talk to my dad? So I talked to him on the phone. I said, don't give them any more information. Just hang up the phone and have call your credit card company, have them stop any purchases from coming to that card. Really shut down the card, basically. And so he did. But he said basically they were in his computer. He had given them access to his computer even. So they could have been trying to steal information themselves.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, a day or so earlier than that incident, They actually hacked me. I mean, well, called me. They didn't hack me. They called me on the phone. It was around 11:30, and I had just laid down, and the phone rang, and got up, got on the phone, and they said, "Sir, your computer is now being hacked. It's being hacked. You need to send us, give us your credit card number so we can stop this hacking." And I said, "Sir,
Wow.
my computer is totally off. I see it right here. It's turned off. It's not being hacked." And he still was trying to convince me they was being hacked into, you know. So
that's crazy.
So, but I said all that to say too that it may be some English person calling you as well. It doesn't have to necessarily be.
Right.
But the telltale sign is somebody from a foreign country is calling you.
Right.
You know.
And it's also happening in America. I mean, like you said, you know, it's not. I don't think any ethnic background per se. You know, we don't want to think that
these companies.
But most of these companies, they're overseas.
That's right.
And they know that they don't have to abide by our law. So
that's right.
They have free reign of taking from us.
That's right.
One of the things I know that during this time, you know, we make a lot of credit card purchases, and one of the things I've noticed, and I know you've probably noticed as well, that now that the credit cards are becoming more widely used during the holiday season, they've started adding the chip.
Yeah, the chip,
which is old technology.
That's right, absolutely.
But it's very important that you watch the purchases that you make online, and make sure that any store that you go to, make sure it's their website and not something else that's tied into them. Because that's another way they can get your credit card information, and Christmas will be over with, and so will your finances.
Yeah. The thieves are getting really smart out there. They'll actually make a clone of a bank site. You know, you think you're at at whatever bank, and whatever one of the Bank of America, wherever, they'll make a total website look just like it.
Yeah.
And you'll try to access information, you know, put your information in, and then they're actually taking your account information and your password and so forth. So you have to be careful of that as well. They also, you'll get emails periodically that may say the bank is asking you, say there's been a security breach, we need you to confirm that, you know, you're a legitimate cardholder or whatever, give us your information. If they ever ask you for Social Security information or bank card information through email, that's not from the bank. Do not do it. Also, you may get emails sometimes stating, you know, click here, you've won a big prize, won $1 million or whatever, you click here. If you don't know the origin of that email, don't click on any don't download any attachment, don't click on any links. You know, to be on the safe side. Right. That's right.
And also be careful, because with today's technology, people there using things like Publishers Clearinghouse.
Yeah.
You know,
using that. I mean, it's legitimate.
You know, it's a legitimate company, but there are other people that are using their logos and everything to get your money. They're even making calls to your home.
That's right.
And they're asking you to send them a wire transfer of $1, and along with that wire transfer goes your account information. And so from that point, they can get into your bank accounts and wipe you out. So be careful when Publishers Clearinghouse, the so-called Publishers Clearinghouse, calls you and says that they're in your area and we need you to go to the bank or go somewhere to a Western Union to wire them money. I don't think that's the way it works. I've watched enough to know that that's not the way Publishers Clearinghouse works. So be careful out there this holiday season.
If you want the money, you should have to pay for the money to get the money. That's right.
So be careful this holiday season in your purchasing and your online activity. You know, one of the things that I want to also touch with your online purchasing, make sure that when you do your online purchasing, Walmart has, and some of the other stores, they have an actual application where you can go and use your credit card through their actual application, so you won't have to wonder if you got the right store or things of that nature, just to protect you.
Absolutely, that's great.
Now you had, and also again, I want to say this, with the different companies that are doing these scams, you know, you have to really, really watch how you conduct your business with these people, because little things you do, as far as when it has, especially on Facebook, it may have a pop-up window or something like that, and it'll say you can win this prize or things of that nature.
Yeah.
And you hit it thinking you won $1,000, and
right.
actually they won because they've just won all your money out of your account, because Facebook has so much of your information, and some of us we put so much of our information out there on Facebook that is not good.
Yes.
So just be careful this holiday season.
Absolutely. We're talking about the more about the email scams. A popular one is the scam where you get an email stating the widow of a Nigerian prince or president
Right.
has her money tied up in a bank there, and they want to transfer that money to your bank account, and as long as you pay the fees, and then they'll give you a big portion of the money. You know, once it gets transferred, they'll pay you back for the taxes and fees, but also give you a big chunk of that $1 million. So, and people have gone for that, have done it.
Oh, I could imagine.
Yes,
you know,
they're making millions of dollars with this.
You know, we want money, and in
That's right.
In this
They
time
playing on our
in the
emotions.
economy,
That's right. Taking
you know,
advantage.
we want to make extra money, extra
Absolutely.
income, and for the most part, if you want to help somebody, you know, if you got that kind of heart, then that's what they prey upon.
That's
you know,
right.
hoping that you have that kind of heart to where you would want to help whoever the case may be.
Yes.
And then they get your information because you wired this money to them, and now they have everything that they need just to get the basics started, or the ball rolling, should I say. And when these things come about, you have to ask yourself, am I really helping this person, or am I getting myself set up? Because that's the way scams are. They sound so good.
Yeah.
You know, what the saying is, if it's too good to be true, it normally is. So, you know, use that as a general rule of thumb. You know, because most of the times I get things all the time in my email where I've won this or this kind of prize.
Yes.
And the reason why I even use Publishers Clearinghouse, the fake company contacted me, some guy from overseas, and was like, we got your money.
Yeah.
What you need to wire X amount of dollars, you know, to us. I think it was $2 or $1.
Yeah.
And we'll refund it back to you. You come back home and the truck will be there.
That's right.
And so I asked him what state were they in, and he happened to say Washington. And I was like, well, there's no way you're going to get to from Washington to Pine Bluff in any 8 hours. And he's like, well, we got somebody else that's closer to you. And I was like, well, I don't know. It just didn't sound right.
Yeah.
The $3.5 million sounded real good. But
if it was only true.
yeah, if it was only true. And like I said, you know, general rule of thumb is, if it sounds too good to be true, normally it is.
Yeah. It's disgusting, really, that people would try to take advantage of others like that. You have them preying on the elderly a lot of times,
right.
You know, and they'll have their life savings lost,
wiped out.
And we need some tougher penalties on it. I mean,
yes.
Found guilty of committing these crimes.
Yeah, and and it should be any time that you use a credit card, that should protect you that much more. I just think, you know, because a lot of times, you know, you know, so anything that you do as far as transactions, you know, you still have to be careful with credit cards, because sometimes, you know, you're still liable
for part of it.
You know, for the most part, you know, but there is some kind of protection there.
Yeah, that's right.
So
that's right.
You know, you have to, as they say, old songs say, play at your risk.
Absolutely.
And that's basically what it is.
That's right.
Another thing, the internet merchandise scam, where they promise you some merchandise and they give it to you at such a discounted price. It seems like it's such a great deal.
Yeah.
And then they turn around, they get your information, and you don't receive the item, and you're looking for it and waiting for it in the mail, and they'll tell you, well, it's going to take 2 weeks, and you never get it. But then you notice that your credit card or your checking account has been depleted or being depleted at a slow rate. I know, I remember about 8 years ago, one of the guys had a scam to where he had everybody to donate $1, and they weren't really donating $1. They were trying to opt into a program, and the program wasn't. It was a fake program. Well, you figure $1, it doesn't seem like much to us, but if you get a million people, that's $1 million, so forth and so on. And he would go back into the bank accounts later and withdraw just $1. Now, again, you won't notice $1, you won't think much about $1, but if you get 10 million people,
yes,
that's $10 million,
that's right.
and it's tax free. So, you just have to think about these things, that's out there. And we just want to protect you during this holiday season.
Absolutely.
And even afterwards, there's life after the holiday season.
Absolutely.
I know another thing that they're doing also, again, as I mentioned earlier in the program, it's called scholarship and student loan and financial aid scams, to where they tell you that they can get your student loans and all that taken care of. All you have to do is give them your social security number, the school you want to attend, and things of that nature. And what they do is they get this information and they send you a packet. They do that. So you're thinking everything's legitimate. So you want to get, like a little leery about what's going on. And when you forget about it and you're thinking that everything's ready for school, then you find out that your social security number has been used, and all the things that you've given them, all your credentials, they've used it and purchased just ungodly amounts of things.
And houses, cars.
Right.
Using your credit card.
Right.
Identity theft is what it is.
Right. And these people, the sad thing about it is that they don't do really any time. They may do a year, and then half of that's probation.
That's why we need stiffer penalties.
Yeah, we need stiffer penalties for things like this. I just believe that, the way America is going, and this economy, as bad as it is, we need some kind of laws that protect us a little bit better than what they're doing.
Totally. I totally agree with you wholeheartedly. Anything else? I like to, before we show is about, I got about 2 more minutes.
Okay.
I'd like to mention, I know we talked about it in previous shows, but I want to bring this home again, that if you have a Windows XP machine, please, you need to get that upgraded, because that system is obsolete. Windows XP is obsolete. And hackers have a way to get into your system, through Windows XP. There are no more updates, no more security patches for it. So come by our shop. We have some used Windows 7 machines here. We can set you up with, we're at a very low cost, starting at $120.
Wow. Okay.
And also, if you have any machine, Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 10, bring it by. Let us check it out for you. We'll check it out for you for free. We'll check your system out, see if it has viruses on it. And if we have to clean up the viruses, we're only charging half price, $35. Half price of our normal charge. More than half price. It's $72 normally to clean up your system for you. To get it, to free it up of viruses and malware. Your system will be running just like brand new. Like it's brand new. They'll speed it up. And you ain't got to worry about somebody stealing your information or damaging the information on your computer system.
Okay. One other one I wanted to talk about as far as scams and that's the loan scams and the credit fixers.
Mm-hmm.
These businesses, they offer you loans and credit cards and stuff like that, and they tell you that it's for a small fee up front. And what they're doing is they'll say that during this time they can repair your credit if you have bad credit, or if you have okay credit.
Oh, okay.
They'll increase your credit score.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
And that's not so. So be leery of that kind of scam. You know, most of the times, you know, we want, again, during this holiday season, you know, we're all scuffling and trying to get money to pool our money together to get the kids gifts.
Yes.
But, you know, it's one of those things to where this is a time that people really prey upon the consumer.
Yes, they do.
And so they offer you loans and credit cards, and they'll tell you that, hey, we can give you this percentage rate, and it's a high percentage rate, so you won't think nothing about it.
Yes.
And they'll say that the only reason it's like this, and it'll drop, and we can give you this loan up to $15,000, knowing that if your credit is bad, who's going to loan you $15,000? Let's just be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, this is just one of those things that you have to, you know, use that noodle, you know, and use your thinking. These companies, they're set up to take advantage of us.
Yes.
So I'm just asking that you be careful in your decision making.
Absolutely.
As well as Facebook. You know, Facebook is one of those things that's so popular that, you know, we always add new friends to our, you know, friends list.
Yeah.
And one of the things that they're doing, you may have a friend that you've already added, and they'll pull a picture, an old picture of that person or a new picture, whatever the case may be, and they'll ask you to add them, and they can get a hold of your information through Facebook, and they'll try to talk to you and get you to really be friends with them, thinking, and you're thinking that this is friend. This is my friend,
but it's
not.
An imposter. It's
and
an imposter.
What they do, like I said,
they want to pull information from you.
That's right.
That's right.
And so be careful in who you add.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's a friend that you're not sure of, ask that friend if they added you.
You may need to give them a call.
Yeah, give them a call, because
you should give them a call. To confirm that that's the person. Yeah.
Because in this day and time, the computer technology age, everybody's doing something to get over on you, and so you have to be very, very careful.
Absolutely.
Again, I know we were talking about email scams. I think it's called phishing.
Yeah, phishing. Yeah, but it's spelled PHISH instead of FIS. You know, that's phishing, email phishing. But it's named phishing because they're putting a bait out there.
Right.
For somebody to grab hold of. That's right. And then they're going to reel it in and take advantage of it.
All right.
Yep, that's phishing.
You know, it's so amazing how much stuff is out there to, you know, get us caught all up, and
they play on your emotions.
Yeah,
that's right.
And
they catch you late at night like they did me.
Yeah,
11:30 when
and that's probably the best time when you're not really alert.
When I'm a computer person, I was like, yeah, my computer is it is off right now. It's not connected to the internet. Sir, no, it is.
So just be careful again.
Yes,
you know, I can't reiterate it enough. Just be careful.
It's a lot of it going on. It's becoming more and more prevalent. You know, I guess they're being pretty successful with it. So we want to just make sure you guys are aware to don't fall victim to those scams like that.
Right. All right. And today we talked about, again, computer scams and scamming. Our next show will be November 5th at 7 p.m. That's Thursday, November the 5th at 7 p.m. And we would want to hear what you all want to talk about.
That's right.
So email us at techtalkforum@gmail.com, or even text us at 870-879-0784. And please
tell them bring the computers by.
That's right. Bring your computers by. you know, to get your Windows XP updated,
Yeah.
any of your equipment.
And we'll check it out for free.
Wow, there
To
you
the
go.
end of this month. To the end of this month, yeah. And give you half price off if we have to clean it up.
So,
$35.
so
Half
you
price.
can't beat that.
That's right.
And it's just another way to protect you. You might need a virus protection.
Yeah, we can provide
You know,
that as well.
One of the things that they're doing, again, and we mentioned it in other shows, is Trojans. You know, they set these things up
Yeah.
so and send you an email thinking that you want a prize, and
Click
that's
on
where
Yeah.
where we get it.
That's right.
When you say prize, free money, or anything like
going
that,
for it.
we're
That's right.
going
People-
for it. We
that's
gotta
right.
see if it's for real.
Yeah.
And most of the time, we already know that it's not for real.
Mm-hmm.
So
Click
just
on it, and you get the
yeah,
Trojan
then you get the
download.
Trojan downloaded, and
Mhm.
then somebody's can hack into
Into
your
your system.
yeah. And after that, then it's a free for all game, because most of the time we are shopping on our computers, our laptops, our
Mhm.
tablets,
Absolutely.
and things of that nature.
Yes.
So when you open that email up and you just left yourself available to be hacked,
Yes.
so just be careful in this holiday season. And thanks again for watching Tech Talk.
Thank
And
you,
you
guys.
have a blessed day.
Thanks.
And this is Mr. Jeffrey Collins. And I'm your host, Jared Kendall. And we'll